The hosts went into this match having not won a Scottish Cup game at home since defeating Partick Thistle in 2016, and indeed it was the visitors who dominated from the start. Shay Gordon in with an early chance and a good shout for a penalty after Denise Mehmet looked to bring him down in the box. No penalty awarded though by the referee. 25 minutes in, McKenna's throw in into the box saw the United defence unable to clear. And Scott Tiffany capitalised, heading into the bottom right-hand corner from close range. In the second half, United were unlucky not to level when Ryan Edwards' cross to Mark McNulty was blocked off the line. This a smart clearance away. But they got the equaliser on the 78th minute. Spaller's cross from the left, stolen by Lawrence Shankland. He drove home from the centre of the box to make it 1-1. As the game looked to be going to extra time, a long ball in from Reynolds forced a collision between Yang and the goalkeeper Kieran Wright. Nicky Clark seeing the advantage and smashing the ball into an open goal for the winner. Thistle knocked out, and a delighted Dundee United go through to the next round.
The pressure is all on us to try and get through, and you can get frustrated and lose your way. I just think that I said that at half time, that's what we can't do. We must stick to what we do, that we all understand what we're trying to achieve when we get the ball, and they've got to keep working hard to try and do that. And then we came out the second half and did that miles better.
We felt we had a really good shout for it. It looked like a Stonewall, we've seen the footage, it looked like a Stonewall penalty, but you know, you always felt half time 1-0. We were a bit gutted it was only 1-0 because the game should have been over. We knew Dundee United would play better, and you know, but we weathered the first 15 minutes. Lawrence had a decent chance, a good save from our goalie, but other than that, it didn't really trouble us.
OK, to Angus now, and FORFAR Athletic, bottom of League One. They entertained Premiership Dundee United under the bright lights at Station Park. Commentary from our very own James McFadden and Rob McLean.
Graham Holmes started his career at Dundee United. It's he with the corner kick. It's off the training ground. What a chance for Stephen Doris.
It's a brilliant chance. Well worked, as you said, right off the training ground. It's great movement. There's a little block in there as well. It bounces up just in front of him, just before he hits it.
Peter Tollett flighted for Clark. Shankland tries to get it down for the shot at goal. It's good play defensively again there, as Graham Holmes just waited his moment before pouncing. Well, they're through the first quarter, are the League One strugglers, without any damage done. But Shankland is in here. Great save, Mark McCallum. You had your money on United's number 24, breaking the deadlock there.
Good touch from Shankland. The goalkeeper makes himself big. You expect him to score, and it's a brilliant save.
Robson and Smith combine the two full-backs, and then it all fizzles out for Dundee United, and Scally knocks one over the top here for Jordan Allen. And the volley goes wide of target. It's another chance for League One FORFAR.
He knows he's running out of time. He knows that he's getting closed down. He takes a good touch, and he nearly asks enough of the goalkeeper.
This looks promising for Nicky Clark. Shankland needed more time. Jamie Robson thought he had a chance to get a shot away. The cross is blocked He tries again. Shankland controls it on his chest, looks for support. Smith with the crossbow. That's a lovely header and a great save by Mark McCallum. It was Nicky Clark who fancied himself there for another Scottish Cup strike.
It's a great delivery, first time, really good header. The goalkeeper does well to save it and hold it at the second attempt.
Mickey Mellon has the look of a man who's seen better first halves from his team.
Can't imagine he would have seen many worse.
And we're almost at 45 minutes. And Dundee United frustrated to this stage. Free kick given against Roberto Nditi. Was there much in that? He doesn't think so.
Yeah, I think that. Yeah, I don't see too much in that myself either.
The whole complexion of the cup tie would change here if he could find the target. And he was a fraction away from getting Dundee United in front.
That's an incredible effort. Really good execution from Nicky Clark. Just hits the post.
Smith. Square for Clark. And now Robson. Sporla involved. And Butcher! Just wide. Good strike.
Clark dropping it in nice areas. When it comes to Butcher here, it looks like it's going in. He catches it well. You can see he's just trying to cut across it and bend that back towards goal, and it just doesn't get enough curve on it.
Edwards for McNulty, great touch. Nditi thwarts him. Good defending there from the youngster Nditi, because it was a terrific first touch from McNulty and he was desperate to pull the trigger.
That was a magnificent first touch.
Sporla for Smith. Pull it with bags of time to take aim, and he scores. And Dundee United, 10 minutes into the second half, breathe a big sigh of relief. They're ahead at FORFAR.
Oh, they sure do. And it's well worked. It comes to Paulett. Good pass, takes a really good first touch and fires it into that near post. McCallum at full stretch, in off the post. There's nothing he can do about it. As soon as it comes to Paulett, through a couple of bodies, it's curling away. I think McCallum actually gets a little touch on it, but it's a really good goal from Dundee United's point of view.
FORFAR here, chasing an equaliser, and he's really disappointed, Scott Fenwick, the substitute, that he couldn't power that header down.
He does well to work the space, and he just gets it all wrong. That's a huge chance for FORFAR.
Liam Smith, Nicky Clark, good first touch football, Appare, and McNulty, and scrambled off the line. That's a brilliant bit of defending by Murray McIntosh, it was.
Quick passes and movement from Dundee United. McIntosh not switching off and getting back on the line to save it.
Yeah, that's all it's about, is getting into the next round. Of course, we always want to do more and score more goals and all the rest of it, but the important thing is that we're in the next round.
We're a good side. We were organised there, the work rate's there, the effort levels are there as well. We just need to take that into these 5 fixtures that we've got coming up now and give it our best shot and pick up the points that we need now.
We've got an opportunity now to, we're in the quarter-finals, and we want to get as far as we can. Take the next game, it's Livingston or Aberdeen, so that's going to be tough, but we're looking forward to it.
I'm starting to wonder if there was a game this weekend that James McFadden wasn't at, to be honest. But,
your day off tomorrow, Jonathan.
Oh, good. You deserve it. Judging by your comments there, James, not that impressed by Dundee United?
No, Dundee United they weren't at their best. They were a bit, slow in their passing. There was no real tempo. It was almost like get it up to Shankland, McNulty, Clark, and see if they can make something happen, specifically in the first half. Second half was a bit better. Paulett was getting higher. They were getting more width, using the width. They didn't use it at all in the first half. Second half they were a bit better, but it was a tough night. FORFAR defended really well. It was a good performance from them. But as Mickey Mellon says, it doesn't really matter. As long as they win the game and get through, that's all that matters.
Yeah, let's take a look at the goal. Sometimes, Chris, it is just about getting the job done, isn't it?
Well, it is. You know, I think he takes a fantastic first touch. He doesn't give himself any credit. He says he shanked it a little bit. But like you say, it's always going away from the goalkeeper. Good pace, struck it well. Not the cleanest of strikes, but you know what? Like Paddy's already said, in the next round, the winning goal, job done. Simple as that, isn't it?
I think on that as well, they were putting crosses into the box for set plays. It wasn't something they'd worked on. The players had taken initiative, and that's what Dundee United needed earlier, for someone to take the game, take control.
Yep.
And they do that, and they get the rewards for it.
I think as well, James, I mean, fair play to FORFAR Athletic. You know, they are bottom of League One. Scottish Cup semi-finalists back in 1982. Took Rangers to a replay. In the here and now, though, that was an impressive overall performance from them, wasn't it?
It was. I think that they defended well. There was a good shape about them, but at times they offered a threat going forward as well. It wasn't just sit in, backs to the wall, and try and see what they can get out of the game. They offered something going forward as well, and they've got huge games coming up. And if they can put in performances like that, they should be fine. Because it's no good just turning up for the big game that's on television. They have to get back to league business and make sure that they put performance.
Now, the New Firm derby next, a tight match between Aberdeen and Dundee United expected. 3 games between the sides this season, 2 0-0 draws and 1 1-0 victory for United. Commentary comes from Billy Dodds and Liam McLeod.
Well, Stephen Glass has dreams of following Sir Alex into Pittodrie folklore. He already has a League Cup medal from his time as a player here. He now has his feet firmly under the table. Ross McCrory scored the winning penalty against Livy in the shootout last weekend, but he misses this one after picking up an ankle knock against Celtic in the week. Captain Joe Lewis is back in the squad, but Gary Woods reclaims his place in goals. Mickey Mellon's main mission was always to produce a steady return to the top flight. That's been accomplished. He's brought back the big guns, having rested most of them at Rugby Park on Wednesday. Aberdeen have beaten Dumbarton and Livingston.
A few controversial goals in that United game v Partick.
Indeed. In play, and it's Mehmet's save. Hendry on the rebound. And Kennedy and Hendry both had a go, but Dennis Mehmet has come out on top.
You know, he didn't have the best of games against Kilmarnock. Maybe it's just a lack of game time, but I'll tell you, Kennedy picks up here. He's so positive. That's a great strike.
Clark for Shankland. For McNulty, he's in a good position here, and he gives United the lead in the quarter-final. The Dons gave it away through Canberra, and Dundee United lead in the Granite City.
3 of them involved, 3 quick passes, bang, it's 1-0 Dundee United from absolutely nowhere. But take nothing away, what a good finish that is.
And they could be in again here. There's no flag. It's McNulty. Hoban was playing him on. Oh, it's a big opportunity.
Just the way, the precision of the break, just nick it. Find McNulty. Is he trying to score again? I think he's trying to cross it, yeah, and pick out Hearts. Only inches away from making it 2, wasn't he?
Aberdeen were suckered late on against Celtic during the week. Lee Griffiths heading home. An equaliser with the last touch of the ball, pretty much. And there's Fuchs, he's in behind. Brilliant goalkeeping by Gary Woods. It was all but 2-0.
You can see Reynolds step on here. What about this for a pass? Brilliant. I'll tell you, that is a top draw save. With a little bit of pain at the end of it.
Shankland, there's Clark. Another chance.
Maybe had it covered anyway, Gary Woods, but it's a brilliant effort from Nicky Clark, really is.
And Kevin Clancy's given that. Foul by Campbell and McNulty. Now this is an opportunity to test this nervy looking Aberdeen rearguard again. Nicky Clark over this free kick. It's a useful delivery, and it's two! Ryan Edwards! Bullets United, that bit closer to the semis!
Well, there's three Aberdeen players. I think it's Hoban, Ferguson and Dean Campbell, and none of them get near it. And this guy Edwards wants it, doesn't he? Look at him attacking it. Look at the three players. Bang, I want it more. 2-0 up.
Important times this for Aberdeen, you suspect. Shanklin's there. It's Robson. And Aberdeen survive.
They can't get near it. I mean, they spring on them again, and the first couple of passes is brilliant. They play it wide eventually to Liam Smith. That's a good cross. I think it's Constein, yeah. He doesn't get there. Shanklin probably scores. There's shots raining in, and they get a little bit of fortune, Aberdeen.
You suspect if Aberdeen are going to get back into this tie, they're going to have to go through several gear changes. Again, it's too slow, and that's perfect for United.
It's not slow from the team in purple. Look at
this now, yeah, Harks, he's worked it back through to McNulty, who can make it three, and does! And that will surely be the goal that sends Dundee United through to the semi-finals. What a performance it's been from them!
Hart and McNulty are lethal there. I mean, the team, Dundee United, have been lethal all game, but my word, we've used ruthless, we've used clinical. Look at that, little lay off and go. Hoban's done. When he's in there, composure, you bet. Looks like game over.
A glorious day for Dundee United Football Club. They've come up the road and they have hammered Aberdeen. They have ejected the Dons from the Scottish Cup. Aberdeen's wait will go on. It will now extend beyond 31 years, but for Dundee United, who've won it twice since Aberdeen last did, they have given themselves a brilliant opportunity to go on and lift the trophy. United were everything their opponents weren't. It finishes here in the northeast. Aberdeen 0, Dundee United 3.
No, absolutely delighted. No, we knew it was going to be a tough ask coming here, but we also knew that if we came and brought the game that we could bring, then we could get a result like that. That's something that kind of we've been lucky, we've been working that all season, and when it clicks for us, it really clicks, and I think you saw that out there. I think we could have scored a couple more goals as well, so no, absolutely delighted.
I think honestly the exertions of the last two games have probably taken it out of the team. They showed great energy against Livingston, same against Celtic. United were a little bit fresher than us, and I think it showed. I think mentally we weren't capable because of the physical nature of what we put out last week. So it's disappointing, but we learn and we move on, and we'll be better for it.
I'm pleased for the players, for the supporters, the owners, because a lot of hard work's gone in even before I was here to get us to these kind of stages, and it was a big game for us as a football club. The send-off we got from the fans started it yesterday. It was terrific, and we knew that we had to deliver. So the players went out there, fantastic performance, and delivered for the football club. So every day at the football club, that's for you guys.
Fantastic day for Dundee United. Their first Scottish Cup victory at Pittodrie at their 8th attempt, and also Aberdeen's biggest home defeat in the Scottish Cup since 1961. Richard Foster, I know you are Dundee United's favourite pundit. I'm sure you thought they were superb today.
They were. Obviously, I've played them this season. I've watched a lot of them this season, and that's the best I've seen them. I thought they were excellent. I thought they bullied Aberdeen. They were more aggressive. They were sharper. You look here. It's poor from Canberra. He's got to back in and be a bit stronger. But 2 passes later, I think Andy Constantine probably tucks in a bit too far. But 2 passes later, it's in the back of your net. But Aberdeen need a striker to hold the ball up, because when they go so expansive to pass out from the back and the ball goes long, when they lose the ball, they're all over the place and they can't get back in. But credit to United, they were incisive, they were direct, and it's like a cool finish in the end. But that was just, that's the young right back from Aberdeen marking Dundee United's biggest player. The rest of them are zonal. It's a good ball in.
It's a bit begging to be attacked though, isn't it?
It is, and look at the Aberdeen. There's 4 or 5 Aberdeen players there. They're all just static, and they allow him to go and it's a huge mismatch anyway, initially, and then the fact that nobody else goes to attack the ball, it's just, that basically summed up Aberdeen's whole performance. They were second best all over the pitch, and that free kick just highlights it even further.
Absolutely, James. I mean, Dundee United dominant today. What did you put it down to? Was it to do with tactics or just player performance?
I think both. I think that they wanted to go and press Aberdeen, knowing that they were going to go and play
That's Aberdeen's back
expansive
four.
football.
Their back four and their deep line midfielder in a box.
I mean, and that's where Dundee United exploit Aberdeen. They go in the front foot, but they've got energy to go and exploit the spaces. I think when you look at the attacking threat that Dundee United have had all season, it's there. I think Johnny Hayes can maybe pass him on here, but I just think Dundee United were so good, but it was really passive as well from Aberdeen. They don't put enough pressure on Dundee United. Mark Reynolds driving into space until no one's really putting any pressure on the ball. He should score there, Fuchs. It's a good first touch. He needs to go across the goalkeeper, but he doesn't do it. And this, there's too much time and space. When you flip that, when that's Dundee United, they're putting pressure on Aberdeen. They're asking questions of them. No pressure at all. They didn't manage to get into their rhythm of playing out because Dundee United stopped them. And it was a comfortable day for Dundee United in the end.
Absolutely, fantastic day for Mark McNulty as well, Richard.
Yeah, good player. I think he's kind of not probably scored the goals they would have liked until of late. But this is great movement. I think Hoban, he should go tight initially, but then when he doesn't, he's got to stay where he is. But then he gets sucked into the last moment, and great play from McNulty and Harkes. Great movement, and they just cut through Aberdeen again. And
Considine has to drop there, and Hoban goes.
He does.
Tight.
Either one of the two of them have to do better than they done there. But I think
Can't
it's
be
just
stuck in a straight line.
I don't know. I just think that Dundee United just never allowed Aberdeen to relax into the game.
Sure, yeah.
And their movement in midfield and up front caused Aberdeen all sorts of problems.
Yeah, what did you think? Stephen Glass talking about how it'd been a gruelling time for Aberdeen. 3 gruelling matches since he came in. Maybe leaving the players a bit tired. What did you make of that explanation?
He should come and speak to the League One, the League One teams that are playing Saturday, Tuesday, Thursday. No, I don't think. I think the game on Wednesday night, they've had plenty of time to recover. I know it was a tough performance, a tough ask on the legs against Celtic, but they've had enough time to recover. I don't think that's a good enough excuse. Yes, Dundee United looked a lot fresher, and they had rested players, but I just think they were better all over the pitch anyway.
Well, that was a crucial factor, wasn't it, James? The fact that United took a heavy defeat midweek against Kilmarnock, but they had, as Richard says, rested several of the players clearly with today in mind.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean they're going to turn up and put a performance on. They did. It worked for Dundee United.
Though?
Very good management, and I think that it was clear that was going to be the case. Dundee United wanted to introduce young players and put them into pressure games, but the rest of the players knowing how big a game this was, Aberdeen did as well. So when you are feeling tired for the gruelling schedule, and Dundee United approached the game in the manner in which they did, pressing, putting them under pressure at every opportunity, then you can start to think, I'm tired, I've played a lot of games, but the professionals, they shouldn't be tired.
Just finally as well, Richard, before the match, Stephen Glass talking about how you're only really measured as a success as an Aberdeen manager if you can put a trophy in that cabinet. Obviously, that's not going to happen for Aberdeen this season. I guess he's got a huge summer of recruitment. Do you expect many changes in terms of personnel at Aberdeen?
Yeah, I think there'll be quite a big turnaround of players. I think you've seen today, I know he's coming in to have a look at the players, and on the basis of today, you'd maybe only keep 1 or 2. I know there's not going to be that big a turnaround, but I can probably see 6 or 7 players leaving and that same number coming in, because at the moment Aberdeen are flat. They don't look like they have any ideas, and this season's just going to peter out for them.
Dundee United into the semi-finals. 30 years